Hello everybody, I hope you have had a good week so far. Now, today we are going to be doing our usual weekly quiz, and we usually do our quiz on a Friday. But because tomorrow is going to be filled with so many exciting Christmas things, we're going to do our quiz today instead. Now, I've just noticed you can actually see my little cat behind me. I don't usually keep him in a cage. He has just had an operation, so he needs to stay in his cage for a couple of days. He's feeling a little bit poorly and a little bit sorry for himself, but he'll be okay. So he might be watching you whilst you are doing the quiz. So to start with our quiz today, you are going to need something red, something orange, and something green. It doesn't have to be a piece of card, it could be anything. It could be a red, orange and green pencil or a pen, any objects that you have got around in the house in these colours. So if you want to pause the video and see if you can find some objects in these colours. Okay, so hopefully you've got something in these colours and you know the drill from in school. When you think you know the answer, you need to hold up the correct colour which shows your correct answer. So our first question today is a maths question, and it says, which picture shows a repeating pattern? So have a look at each picture. Which one shows a repeating pattern? And then hold up which colour you think is showing the correct answer. Okay, so you should hopefully be holding up your, drum roll, orange object, because the orange one is showing a repeating pattern. So the red one is not showing a repeating pattern because it's square, circle, square, square, circle, square, circle. So it's not a repeating pattern because it's not exactly the same. Let's have a look at the orange one. Square, circle, square, circle, square, circle. It's repeating the same pattern over and over again. And the last one, let's have a look at square, square, triangle, square, triangle. So this one is not a repeating pattern because it should have two squares to be a repeating pattern. Your next question, you don't need your objects for. You just need to either tell yourself or tell an adult or sibling which sentence is using alliteration, and I'd also like you to explain to them how you know. So the first sentence is, the fire has burning flames. The flaming fire has fierce flames. The fire is keeping me warm. Which one has alliteration? Think about what this word alliteration means. So hopefully you have said that the second sentence or in the middle is using alliteration, because we know alliteration is where they use the same sound or the same letter repeatedly throughout that sentence. So in this sentence I can hear the f sound, which is the letter F, for the flaming fire has fierce flames. Okay, next question. Which number sentence matches the picture? So I've got our tens frames here. Which number sentence matches the picture? Pause the video and then hold up your coloured object. Okay, so hopefully you are holding up your green object this time, because our tens frame is showing 12 take away 4. And I know it's showing 12 take away 4 because we know that this represents 10, 11, 12. So I had 12 to start with. 12 was my biggest number. And then I can see I've crossed out 4. I've taken 4 away. So it is 12 take away 4. Next question is a spelling question, and we're looking at one of our key words. And the key word we're looking at is children. Which is the correct spelling for children? So this time, drum roll, you should be holding up your red object. This is the correct spelling of children. Okay, so this time it's linking back to our learning around India. Which picture is showing the national flower of India? And extra points if you can remember the name. Okay, so you should be holding up your orange object, and it's the lotus flower. So excellent if you said that it's the lotus flower, and extra points for you. Next question, How many vertices does this shape have? And extra points like last question if you can tell me the name of this shape and what animal we can use to remember what shape it is. So a vertice or vertex is a fancy maths word for the corners. So we can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 corners. It's an octagon. So you should be holding up your green object again. And we know it's an octagon because an octopus has 8 tentacles. This time you don't need your objects, you just need to decide or point on the screen where the commas are going to go in this sentence. The snow leopard has grey, white and black fur. Where does my comma need to go? So we know that a comma goes between the two colours that we are listing here. So the snow leopard has grey, white and black fur. And we know that we don't need a comma here because before the last colour that we're listing, we use the word and. So the snow leopard has grey, white and black fur. This time, where is Georges Seurat from? Which country is he from? Italy, France or England? So we know the famous artist we have been looking at is from France, and we can remember that because we looked at one of his famous pieces of artwork which was done using the technique of pointillism, which was of the Eiffel Tower, and the Eiffel Tower is in Paris, which is in France. And our last question of our quiz says, which sentence needs a question mark? What is the time? The dog was barking. The dog chased the cat. Which one needs a question mark? So this time you should be holding up your red object because the sentence which needs a question mark is what is the time? Because they are asking a question. And we know that a lot of questions might start with the word what. For example, what is for lunch? What are you doing? There are lots of questions that might start with the word what. So I hope you have enjoyed our quiz, even though it is on a Thursday, which isn't our usual quizzing day. But tomorrow is going to be fun-filled with lots of fun and exciting Christmas activities. Don't forget to check out all of the other teachers' YouTube channels as well. But myself and Mrs. Brown are going to be reading some Christmas stories, and I'm also going to be doing a riddle-tastic session where we're going to have a look at some Christmas riddles. So stay tuned tomorrow, and I hope you enjoy all of the activities. Bye!